Hi YouTube, it is Nikki BUR63 and I wanted to do this video because there are a lot of my natural sisters that deal with dry scalp and dandruff really bad. I have this mixture that one of the nurses, as a matter of fact, it's a nurse on my job that is natural, and she mixed me up some of this Miconazole mix. Yes, Miconazole, what you use for yeast infections. Because dandruff and seborrhea and all of that on the scalp, that's all it is. If your body produces an excessive amount of yeast, then it comes out in frequent yeast infections, really bad dandruff on the scalp, dry skin, and all of that different kind of stuff. So she mixed me up some of this Miconazole mix, and I'm not going to do it exactly like she did it because some of the products, one of the products that she used was too strong for my scalp. So I'll show you my mixture. And basically, you can get some Miconazole, whether you use Monostat 7 or whether you just get the regular Equate brand. It doesn't matter. Just some Miconazole in the tube. You want the tube. The medicine in the tube is what you need. And get you one of these little Tupperware things, little plastic Tupperware, real cheap at Walmart. I usually use a small one because I don't use a lot of this when I make it. But just one tube, and I think this is like a 1.5 ounce tube, almost a 2 ounce tube of Miconazole. I also use maybe, depending on how much I'm making, maybe a teaspoon to a tablespoon of MSM powder. MSM has sulfur in it, and it's good for your scalp, and it's also good, it aids in hair growth. My hair vitamins that I take, my hair affinity vitamins already has MSM in it. So MSM is really good for the scalp. And I use it specifically for the sulfur that's in it because that aids in fighting the dandruff and the disease on the scalp. Also, I use tea tree oil, maybe about a teaspoon. I don't really measure. It's just whatever consistency I want, but I'm only doing one tube here, so I probably will just put a teaspoon of tea tree oil. And because I'm also making a small amount, I may put 5 to 8 drops of rosemary oil and peppermint oil. And this is the ingredient that I replaced with the ingredient from the nurses on my job, from her recipe, because she used capsaicin. Capsaicin is an antifungal, but if your scalp is sensitive like mine, it's going to burn the heck out of you. And if your scalp is sensitive, you still can't use too much peppermint oil, especially this concentrated one, because it will still burn. But the peppermint oil is much better than that capsaicin. And peppermint oil and rosemary oil both aid in stimulation of the scalp. And I like the smell of it. So basically all I do is I've already put my little Miconazole into the tube here. And I got my little measuring spoons. And I'm going to put maybe a tablespoon, maybe not quite so much of a tablespoon. You just kind of measure it because I'm really not making that much, so I don't want to put too much MSM in it. So maybe a teaspoon may be enough for this amount that I'm making. It depends on what you're making. If you're doing 2 and 3 tubes at a time, you may want to use larger measurements. But I'm just making a small sample for a friend of mine whose daughter has real bad dandruff, and I suggested that she use this recipe. Tea tree oil is an antifungal, anti-dandruff, and antifungal. And it's no rule that says you have to use these oils. You can use whatever you want to use, but I'm using what specifically is for dandruff and fungus on the scalp. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 2 more, 7, 8. That was the peppermint oil. And I'll probably do the same amount for the rosemary oil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's it. And just take your spoon or whatever you're going to mix with, using the end of my comb here, and mix it up. And when you do your washes, your weekly washes or 2 weeks or whatever, and you don't even have to wait until you do your washes to use this. You can use it as often as you want to, but normally I do it with my hair washes, and I just go through and put this on my scalp just as if I was greasing my scalp. And it will certainly help with the dry scalp. And also, I'm going to show you another product that I ordered that helped me out a lot. Ever since I've been taking this supplement, I have not had not one yeast infection. Because my body does produce an excessive amount of yeast. Hence the reason why the yeast infections and the dandruff on my head is so bad. Excuse me. Candida Clear. This is a vitamin that you can use because Candida is just another word for yeast. Candida Clear. Take these vitamins as instructed. Drink plenty of water, and you will see a vast improvement with your scalp, in conjunction with this product, and that will really help with the dry scalp and the dandruff as well. And of course, normal routine of natural hair care, keeping your hair moisturized. And one thing I've had to do, I've had to take it old school. It works for me. Everyone may not want to do this, but I spray my hair with my mango spray. I do this every night. Put it on my scalp. Shower cap, y'all. Shower cap and my satin cap. And that's how I sleep every night. Now my hair when I wake up in the morning, my hair is damp because of the shower cap. But this is what works for me to keep my hair moisturized, because my hair dries out so fast. And this is what I do. I put on my shower cap and my satin cap, and that's how I sleep every night. And I have virtually no dry scalp, no dandruff whatsoever using this concoction in conjunction with this vitamin, drinking my water, and keeping my hair moisturized. You will see a vast improvement in your dry scalp and your dandruff. And I hope this helps. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. All of these products you can get from your local health food stores, or you can order them online, or you can just get them from your health food stores. I don't know where you go. I go to Ann's, but it's other ones. Whatever state that you live in, just go to your health food store, or you can just find them online, because these vitamins are on online as well. Okay, thanks YouTube.